record yet.
I know, I thought I had it, but I lost it. Here we go.
When you're ready.
Hey everybody, this is the Film Cave. That's Casey, I'm Steve, and here we go.
Here we go. What do we want to talk about today?
Well, we have to talk about that we went and saw one of the greatest movies of the year, if not the last 20 years.
Oh, bold statement there, my friend.
The obvious was Ouija. We saw Ouija.
We did. We saw Ouija, and it scared me so bad.
It was amazing. No, we saw Interstellar with the amazing Christopher Nolan, who directed it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know.
Man, it blew my mind. It's so incredible.
Right.
And I don't know, all weekend long I kept hearing other friends on Facebook seeing stuff they didn't like it, and I unfriended them.
I think
on Facebook.
I think there were too. I think they're just thinking about it too much. Where it's.
So I couldn't stop thinking about it enough.
Right. I think they're just overthinking is what I'm trying to say.
Overthinking, or they were just bored with it.
Right.
I don't know. I can't understand why you would not like this movie.
It's pretty amazing.
You got to check it out on IMAX. It's
Yes.
amazing. The music shook the whole theater.
That was good.
That organ in the.
There was lots of that
He's
organ
amazing.
playing. It was good.
It was really good.
And it was.
It's my favorite movie of the year.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was scary.
So
It was suspenseful. It was. There was funny at times, and it was. It just kept me on the edge of my seat the whole time for the 2 hours and 15 minutes that it was.
It was almost 3 hours long. So
and I understand why people how being of so long, people can be disconnected from it. From it kind of going and going and going or whatever. But I was locked in the whole time. It was great.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's I love movies, and this made me fall in love with movies even more.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think every once in a while you'll get those movies that
it was incredible.
It reminds you of why you go see movies. It's this kind of excitement after you see a movie. You instantly want to see it again.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like the movies that will stay in your top 10 forever. The movies you could watch over and over and never get bored of it.
Right.
It's so good.
Right. It's so good. You're gonna learn new things every time you watch it.
Right.
And just an impressive production. The way that Christopher Nolan makes movies just so practically in camera. It's unheard of today. I think it is one of the greatest sci-fi movies in a long time.
Top 5,
and
easily.
Definitely.
Ever made. And I think he'll get Best Director, and it'll be up for Best Picture.
I hope so. I mean, it could definitely squeeze into Best Picture.
I think he would be up for Best Director. I think so.
Yeah, I would hope so. We'll have to see what else comes out throughout the end of the year, leading up to Christmas. Clint Eastwood could sneak in with American Sniper, Angelina Jolie with Unbroken. But there's still some movies that we haven't seen yet.
Okay.
That some of the film critics that go to all the film festivals still haven't seen yet.
That's true. Well, I want it in there.
Oh yeah, I hope he makes it. Okay.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
That's good.
Yeah.
What other news we got this week?
Start off with the Star Wars. They announced the co-title.
Do you think that if they didn't do a title, it would make a difference? If they just called it Star Wars? Because every title has a thing,
Well,
you think it's
the original came out Star Wars.
Right.
And
Well, it
then
was
they
Star
added
Wars
a New
and
Hope later.
Right. But I think, do you think they're doing it just to add hype to it, or maybe they just could have done episode 7?
Yeah. I think it just builds hype.
Just goes along with
something.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
it goes along with the trend, all of them being subtitled. But Star Wars Episode 7: The Force Awakens. Do you like the title?
I do. I like the title. I think it has. What I'm saying is I think it's kind of like the Jedi's are coming back, the Force is coming back. Whether it's in the good side or the dark side.
Right.
Could could go either way.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's good. I just want it to come out.
I think it's pretty boring. Actually, I mean, Star Wars. Though, right? You know, like yeah. Okay. I've seen them all. I think I saw Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith once. You know, maybe in theaters.
I think, for me,
I'm excited for this. I really am excited. I want to see what J.J. Abrams does. I mean, I don't know The Force Awakens, meh.
I don't know about you. Cool. I think because I used to when I was little, maybe I don't know, as far back as I can remember, sitting in front of my TV, watching New Hope, eating gummy candy.
Gummy candy.
Right, and I just remember just watching it over and over, and so I've watched it forever, and my dad was always into it, watching it. He actually went and saw it in theaters, and he thought it was amazing. So I just grown up with that, and it's I'm totally excited.
Breaking the VHS tape. I watched Star Wars so many times. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited about it. I think
it doesn't. It could just be. It literally could just be called SW.
That's what I'm saying. Does it need the title or not? Is it just for keep them
it's just going okay, that's gonna keep people going for you speculated it's gonna be Skywalker, bring in maybe training new Jedi or something like that. But
like I said, is it it doesn't. It's not necessary. It's just something to build at.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited. It doesn't add it I'm oh yes, now I really have to go see it because it's about the Force Awakening.
But it's so far away too that you're
sleep?
Okay,
the Force has been kind of a presence throughout the whole.
But it's went to sleep.
Went to sleep. All right.
It was in a coma, and now it's coming back to life.
The Force. See, the Force in a coma. That would have been.
Force Awakens.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Toy Story 4. I thought they were done with 3.
Well, yeah,
they ended it perfectly.
Right, exactly. That's what they were saying. They never thought about doing it. They say that they don't do sequels for money. They do it if they have a good story, and apparently they have a good story.
They've been doing a lot of sequels lately.
I'm pretty sure it's for money, but this one they said
sequels.
It wasn't necessary to do for money necessarily, but they got.
I mean, as long as they have a good story, then it doesn't matter.
Which is also amazing to me because they have Sheeta Jones and the other guy.
Her writing partner. I don't
recall. I'll find out. But yeah, no, they these two they've only written one other movie. It was some small independent movie, and now they're given this huge movie. They have to direct.
It's pretty cool.
Apparently, they have a great story to do. So
pitched them. The people at Pixar are pretty good story arc or something. So they were intrigued. Great. So new Toy Story coming out in probably 2016.
Yeah. See how it goes.
Nice.
We'll learn more casting and that kind of stuff. I'm sure we'll have the regulars.
A lot of the the same.
They can pay them whatever they want, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then some exciting news with the official cast being announced for Quentin Tarantino's new The Hateful Eight.
So I'm so excited about. Any Tarantino movie, you've got to get excited for.
Yeah. Some pretty big names that have worked with Tarantino.
He has his
before,
usuals that he always kind of...
Kurt Russell and Michael Madsen's gonna be back.
Yep.
And Tim Roth as well.
And Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson, of course. Gotta have Sam.
That's his lucky charm, just like
it's like Michael Caine is for
I think so.
Christopher Nolan.
Lucky charm.
Oh yeah.
And then what are some new names?
Some new Channing Tatum.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I think it's
it
was a good choice.
An unknown part at the time being.
Right.
Jennifer Jason Leigh, who's been acting for a long time, and then kind of an up and coming Latino American actor, Damian Bashir, who has actually been nominated for Best Actor Academy Award for A Better Life.
Okay.
And he was just recently in Robert Rodriguez's second Machete movie.
You mean Machete?
Machete 2. I mean dos.
El Doso.
El Doso. And yeah, so Hateful Eight is going to be Tarantino's eighth
film,
feature film.
Which also he did an interview saying that he's after 10 movies he's done. He wants to retire. He wants to retire.
Wow.
He said he wanted to retire with people wanting more. You know, he wanted it to be. He didn't want to go out, you know, and just make tons of movies, and he wanted his catalog to be 10 movies and then be done. So he'll have The Hateful Eight, which is his 8th one, and then he'll do 2 more, and then What do you think about someone retiring like that?
Well,
someone with this kind of. I mean, he doesn't do like.
So it's
an
bittersweet, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, somebody with that type of talent and creativity. I mean, he takes a lot from. Movies of every kind, and he's a huge movie buff, you know, and like,
and you can see
so some people might argue his movies aren't original. He steals everything from other movies, and I mean he does, but he twists them in a brilliant.
Yeah, I mean he won. Original screenplay a couple years, or last year, or the year before, like that, you know. So it's not like he's right. So it's not like he's
Pulp Fiction.
You know, he's copying. He's copying things like everybody else does, but at least he has original stories.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean?
So it'll be exciting to be like what the next 2 movies after The Hateful Eight are gonna be. What kind of genre? You know, these guys are just getting so burned out from the Hollywood, you know, like bullshit.
Money.
Yeah. You know, so it's like I want to go out on top while I still have like creative power over my stuff.
Right.
You know, and it's sad to see these guys go because they do such a good job with bringing, you know, films to an audience. So yeah, it's gonna be.
We'll
have to see. You know, that could be. You know, it's easily 4 or 5 years away before, you know, we hit 10. So they're movies that you can just watch endlessly. You know, and that's pretty impressive. They're definitely not easily forgettable.
No.
I think that's it for like our big movie news. In theaters this week, the big one is Dumb and Dumber 2.
There he is again. Almost 2 decades and he still comes.
How you doing, buddy? Brought you your favorite candies.
Come on, Lloyd, you gotta get over her. Mary Samsonite was just a girl.
That's it, kid. Come on, spit it out.
God, yeah!
Wait a minute. So you mean you have been faking for 20 years? And it was all for a gag?
Yep.
That's awesome!
Oh, why don't you roll me inside? We'll get the nurse to take the catheter out of me.
We don't need nurses for that.
But don't you have to...
So when it first came out in the theaters, I thought, I don't know. I was disappointed that they would kind of come back to it this late, and you know, it's that. But like,
it's interesting that they still wanted to.
Right.
You know,
well, the more I see it, the more I see it.
20 plus years.
Right. The more I see it I'm like more excited now.
Yeah, I'm excited to just laugh at how dumb they are. I really am. I mean, just growing up, you know, with you in high school, like quoting it around the lunch table with Dave, and you know, like that was our movie, man. So it's gonna be exciting to check this one out this weekend. That's I think the biggest one out.
That's the way I think mainstream.
While we wait for some of the other smaller movies to come out. Out on Blu-ray this week. The big family one is How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Which should be up for Best Animated, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it will. Did, you know, great box office wise, and heard the story is really good compared to Empire Strikes Back. Kind of a darker story from the first one, and then they're setting it up for a third one to complete the trilogy.
There you go.
And then Jersey Boys, which was Clint Eastwood, and heard mixed things about that, but musical of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, Clint does great stuff. So, well, it was interesting too to release a movie like Jersey Boys in the summer. I mean, kind of like as an alternative to like, you know, the big summer blockbusters. But
maybe that's it then.
You know,
maybe it just gets lost. Right. Maybe that's what it is then. I just got lost because I don't. Because I remember seeing like, oh, he's directing this new movie. It was kind of cool. And then it came and went, and I totally kind of forgot about it. So
yeah,
it's kind of a shame, but
yeah, definitely try and catch it on, you know, now that it's out on Blu-ray or whatnot. And then a couple other comedies that were kind of in and out of theaters was Tammy with Melissa McCarthy, which I thought looked terrible.
Yeah, it's too bad that she's such a good actress. And
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, and like with her and her real life husband Ben Falcone that teamed up and wrote. I think they wrote and co-wrote it, and he directed it or something. And,
I don't know. Maybe it's better than what it seems, but it looked awful. Like not something that you'd want to.
Yeah, I think it was poorly. Like the trailer was not very good and did not show like.
Maybe that was
like
all the
more
funny
of her
parts, yeah.
talented side or something like that.
Right.
And then Let's Be Cops is the final one that we'll talk about.
Which I thought it looked really funny.
I thought it looked really funny
and
too.
I watched New Girl and I see those Damon Wayans Jr.
Damon Wayans Jr. is hilarious. Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson, that's it. Yeah, I think they're great on the TV show.
Yeah,
and
it just came out. It came out. It was released. It was a horrible timing.
Yeah.
Just due to the awful situation that's still occurring in Missouri. But with the whole racist cops and them dressing up as cops, people obviously did not find it to be a funny.
Just bad timing.
Yeah.
But it looked like
Just bad
the
timing.
trailer looks funny. I
It
think
did.
it's worth
Yeah,
watching
funny.
for sure.
Um,
Them two together, I think
Yeah.
they do really well in that show with just on the spot, kind of coming up with lines and that kind of stuff. And you can feel it with them, and I think they're really good at it. And
Right.
I like them both as actors.
Yeah.
So it's good.
So it sounds like our must-see then, which in theaters, is Interstellar.
Yes. Go see
We
that.
can't stress
So
that
sure.
enough. Definitely check that out. And as big a screen as possible, IMAX is amazing.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he's gonna shoot it with that camera, that's how he intended you to see it.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean? So it's a must
I mean,
for
at least more than 90 minutes shot in IMAX with heavy cameras.
So half the movie. And like with this, because you can tell in the opening scene on the farm that he did it, and then you can tell when it's in the space. And it's so good.
All the space
So
scenes,
good.
yeah. And then I'd say probably for my buy it pick, definitely probably go out and buy How to Train Your Dragon 2. That's going to come back around and be nominated probably for best animated, and just the voice acting and the animation is really good. Beautifully animated, and my skip it pick would probably be Tammy.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
That's
have no.
that's my free
I
Redbox
just have
code.
No interest. Yeah.
My free Redbox code.
Well, you bring it
Next
over
one.
when you get a free
We'll watch it.
free one.
And then bring it about it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man.
Cool. Well, that does it for another fine episode of the Film Cave.
And then we'll see you next week for
See you next
more
week.
news. Theaters, Blu-ray, done deal. Deuces.